ready instantly. Quaker Instant Grits for a great southern meal even in the north. Portion pack or family pack with 4-spout.
Goofy, hey bro. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I'd rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I'd rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I'd rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I'd rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich. Money be calling me, yo, while my bitch be nagging. I'd rather grit. Used to be broke, but I'm trying to get rich right now. I just wanna be big rich.
Yo, man, what's happening, man? It's time for that Coach for the Streets. We back at you with another episode. Y'all know what's happening when we step in the building, when we always lit about this time. Let them know what it is, my G. You know we finna hop in these streets.
You know what's going on. Ding them buttons. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We ain't leaving about the trap to y'all served. And the lat's already off the door. But anyway, we going to get to it with this Kodak artist from Sniper Gang. 26CeeJay was killed and burned. Now, allegedly, they saying that 26CeeJay was also kind of involved in the whole thing with Wiz the Wizard, which also was a Sniper Gang artist too, last year or the year before, that came up, head decapitated from his body and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kodak was going back and forth about some situations with the deal, whatever, and it got ugly. But that's not to say that Sniper Gang had nothing to do with it. But we do know that after that fact, he came up stanking. Rest in peace to Wiz the Wizard, or whatever cuz name is. But with this situation, they saying 26CeeJay kind of had his hands in, allegedly, had his hands in what happened to Wiz the Wizard. Now we see CJ26 having issues with Kodak, and we see 26CeeJay get murdered. After the fact he get murdered, they torch him. Now we not saying that this has anything to do with Sniper Gang. But it's mighty funny how two artists from Sniper Gang end up dead in some of the most horrific manners after the fact they had a dispute with their CEO. Mind you, after they had these disputes with their CEO, it wasn't long before after that these niggas got brutally murdered. So, like I said, I'm not gonna say that Sniper Gang responsible, but at the same time, it seemed like every time one of these niggas go at Yak disrespectfully, they get put in a sleeping bag.
I mean, at the same time, we talk now. Keep in mind, these ain't no ordinary goons that's doing this. These boys is burning bodies. Like they torturing niggas. You know what I mean? They deep frying niggas if you fuck with them. Whoever, I don't know where it's coming from. All I know, in the city of Broward, this the second example they done made. If they say Buddy got caught on fire too. Like, they making a statement, whoever that's doing this, like, fuck blood on the ground, niggas getting their ass cooked, crispy.
Closed casket situations.
You know what I mean?
These situations, closed casket, bro. After the nigga get his head took off his body, there is no open casket, bro. After you torture nigga body, there's no open casket.
But let me say this: Wiz had a lot of love. I'm not saying this connected to
Wiz the
this.
Wizard.
Or connected. Yes, he had a lot of love. They showed on the crime scene when he was dead, when they was yellow taped off.
Mm-hmm.
You just seen like the whole neighborhood rushed up under the yellow caution tape towards the police, and like they was going word for word because you know how the hood is. Whether if the person was rich or poor, when it comes down to them losing their life in that type of way, you know what I mean? It's gonna cause an uproar in the community.
It is,
You
especially
feel
when
me?
you
So
loved by a lot of people.
that's what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
So a person could never look at what happened to Wiz like it would never be no karma come back from that situation.
I believe that.
You did what I'm saying? Just like little buddy who just lost his life. I'm pretty sure he got some people that ain't feeling the way that he lost his life either. So it's like the streets on fire.
It really is. It's just it's messed up because at the end of the day, the way they died
Yeah.
is a clear indication that it definitely wasn't over no record label situation. This shit
No.
deeper than rap. Cause a rap argument ain't gonna get your head cut off your body. A rap argument ain't gonna make a nigga shoot you multiple times and then say, you know what, throw the gasoline on that nigga. We gonna turn him into a burrito too.
Yeah.
So
It
I
didn't.
don't know what Wiz directly did to receive the punishment that he did, because that shit was horrific.
Yeah.
Same with CJ, with 26CeeJay. We don't know exactly what he did, but it had to been fucked up because these niggas murdered him and then burnt him.
They gave
You
him.
gotta
They
take
gave.
your keep in mind, man, because most of the people that watch blogs and all this other shit, just TV period. Most of these motherfuckers is not killers, serial killers, serial murder. They're not that. They're not psychopaths. So they don't understand the time it takes to do some of these things. If you want to go kill somebody and then you decide you want to decapitate them, bruh, it takes time. The same as it do as killing a nigga, pouring gasoline on a nigga, setting him on fire, wherever you took all that shit. It was a long plan, and it take time. So for people to take time with killing you, you done did something.
Of course. You know did, and the punishment that came behind it. Whoever did that, they was making a statement. Whoever did this, they was out they top. Cause let's just keep in mind, cause most killers they just drop a nigga and just keep going. But when
But
you
but
drop a nigga and set him on fire, you're a beast.
and then keep in mind of this too, because if these niggas that was part of sniper gang, I'm pretty sure they were steppers for real. They just wasn't superstars because in Yak defense, he ain't really gonna have too many niggas around him that really ain't about that. So I'm not gonna take nothing from neither one of them two niggas, Wiz or 26CeeJay, and I'm gonna say they was steppers. So this go back to what I said the other day when we had the other episode the other day, a few days ago, when I said killers ain't intimidated by other killers. They just respect them.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So in their situation, however they felt disrespected, they handled it how they handled it because at the end of the day, they ain't intimidated by nobody if they steppers.
Not at
Win or
all.
lose. So in this situation, both them niggas just happen to lose.
It never in history of rap have we heard no rappers being burned on fire until we heard about these two rappers. Have you heard of any rappers being caught on fire due to street beef?
Nah. We mostly seeing niggas get shot till they lines get
Yeah.
catch on fire, nigga. We not
So
seeing this. This is
it hit
movie
different.
type shit, nigga. We seeing niggas get they limbs took off their body. Rappers, nigga. We watching niggas get shot to death and then set on fire as if getting shot to death ain't enough. You get shot to death, it's over. That's all you
Right.
need.
Right.
They threw extra sauce on it with this
Yeah.
with the gasoline
They
and
trying to
you see what I'm saying?
rotisserie a nigga.
Yeah,
They
like they
trying.
went a whole lot of way too far with that shit, bro. Because you know what I mean.
I mean
Like I
that
said, to
just
do the things that they did, whether it was in the Wizard situation or the 26CeeJay situation, both them situations took time.
and it's just an eye opener to the youth. The streets don't love a soul.
Not nan.
Not nobody. I don't care how much money you got, how many chopsticks you got in the closet, how many drakes you got. At the end of the day, don't nobody give a damn about you in these streets. You you just a liability to what's going on out there, whether you supplying or demand. You feel me? It's getting rough out here. It's getting worse.
It's getting hella worse.
You feel me? Especially for these rappers. We know the streets gonna forever be the streets. But the culture of rap, like, just imagine all these artists that was killed by gun violence, if they were still living today, how the rap game would sound when you got good music coming from here, good music from over there. You know what I mean? Everybody happy again because they favorite
But y'all,
artist just
music will be different because of what's going on. The vibe ain't gonna be like that now because niggas too caught up on being the toughest nigga, man.
right.
And when you caught up on trying to be the toughest nigga, it's gonna be egos 24/7.
I mean, that's why, not meaning to get off subject, I'm glad rappers like Finesse came home and dropped some of this OG music.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And
Like,
even still, though, the environment of hip hop so toxic. Finesse 2 times doing what he doing and kicking the vibe he kicking, you still see how his shows get interrupted. You see what
right,
I'm saying? So
right,
it's just a proven fact that you just got to have your head on a swivel and rap, regardless of the vibe. You passing out because you can't predict another nigga vibe.
not at
Just
all.
cause your vibe on some positive shit, these niggas might be party poopers, man.
It's like, just like, not meaning to get off subject, like down here, the young cats, they want to have house parties like the ones in Chicago.
Mm,
Boom, what happened? As soon as they had a house party, somebody get lit up. It done happened a couple times. Like, it's 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 it ain't safe outside, not at all. Like, you gotta move strategic out here. You gotta have, like you said, they gotta have their antennas up, paying attention. All that
yeah,
all that riding around with your loud music through the hood like you used to back in the days, nigga, chalking up the deuce. You can't do that no more. You got to turn that music down and listen to where the gunshots coming from.
and you can't afford to be hanging with niggas that don't be paying attention either, cause your ass
Right.
can die like that too.
I agree. Everybody got to be focused
Putting your trust in some niggas that just ain't them,
because it's
or they
like
just
this. When it get dark, the creatures come out at night, man, and it be more creatures than civilians, regular people. So at the end of the day, it's shit like a game. You gotta once you make it out, once you walk out the door, your plan is to make it back home.
That's for sure the plan. That's the plan.
Like you gotta make that like that gotta be a priority now because you gotta think about how many niggas is leaving out the door and boom, some bullshit happen at the blink of an eye. Now the kids and the baby mama on their own. It ain't enough fathers in these households out here, man. In
Streets
the in the
taking
in,
everything
in the
away.
internet.
The streets took the OGs away.
Mm-hmm.
The people that the younger generations at the time looked up to. That took away the guidance. You take away the guidance, ain't nobody to lead the young. Now the young misguided, and they so misguided that even if you bring the OGs back right now, they ain't gonna listen because they so
No.
detached from that type of shit that cycle is broken.
See, this the thing. Like you said, the niggas they so detached from the OGs to where the only thing that's gonna raise them is the system. They're gonna be state babies or federal babies.
And,
They're
and,
gonna get
and, and why
raised.
you think that is? Because the system ended up raising them because they didn't want to listen to nobody. That's me
Right.
just keeping it 100, nigga. When I went down and had to do juvenile life, nigga, I could honestly say while I was knocking the time down, that nigga, if I would have been listening to my niggas, I wouldn't have been locked up. My big homies always tried to keep me out of trouble. Nigga, get this money. Fuck the bullshit unless it's necessary. And nigga got a complex. I'm the youngest nigga in the set, nigga. I'm walking around, nigga. Nigga, it's go button at all. I don't give a fuck about nothing. That type of shit. And then in
Mm.
return, you crash out. Whereas if you would have been fucking listening to the niggas that's trying to protect you from the bullshit from the gate, you don't go through 90% of the shit you gonna go through. Because you got niggas around you really telling you, nah, cuz, don't do that. Nah, cuz, don't do that. Nah, cuz, think about what you doing. Nah, fuck that. Get this money. Everybody don't got them type of big homies today. But me coming up, them type of big homies I had. If I'm outside turning up, them niggas in the hood, nigga, it's 2, 3, 4 cars, homies in it, nigga, looking for me. Where cuz? Nigga, cuz got the hood hot. Nigga, where cuz at? They coming to get me. Man, you gotta sit your ass down. You fucking up bread. Niggas can't get no money. Police said, like, nigga, that's how you know your niggas love you, though. It ain't the same thing today. Because these niggas
No.
ain't the same. It ain't the
See,
same.
see, see, see how it's designed now. It's designed for them niggas just easy to just fill up them bunk beds in jail.
And
Like, like,
niggas
like,
and niggas
like,
come home thinking jail is a reward, nigga. Jail is not
it
a
is
fucking
not.
reward. Jail mean you
Definitely
fucked
not.
up, nigga. Jail is the equivalent to losing a fucking chess game, nigga. You
It's
lost
a
your most important fucking
they
piece and you
be they
got
be
checkmated,
saying
nigga.
they be saying it's a minor setback. No, the fuck it ain't. It's
But
a
because niggas go and put on a couple pounds and didn't die in the war zone, they come home and it's like this super big accolade. Nigga, there ain't no fucking accolade.
no,
And niggas is so burnt out, they'll get offended if you tell them it ain't a fucking accolade.
no. It's like they. I mean, people love saying it's a minor setback. When you got 5 to 10 to 15 years to do of your life, that ain't no fucking minor setback. That's a major setback. The world gonna been uninvolved so much while you running through all them calendars, man. Nigga, you can't, and then the majority of the cats that do that long run, some that don't have the discipline, they try to play catch up and get their head tore off every time. They feel like they done been gone so long. Oh, I gotta get the streets again. No, you can't. You've been gone 15, 20 years. You can't. Things done changed. You're gonna get your whole head knocked off. But on to the BTB Savage thing, man. Rest in peace to the little young guy.
Rest in peace to, you know what I'm saying?
You know
Both of
what I
them niggas,
mean?
Wiz the Wizard and 26CeeJay,
Yeah,
man, because
all them young brothers, man.
you know what I mean? You know, we know what type of lifestyle niggas be living, so we know what come with that shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Death ain't never something to be rooted for, you know what I mean?
No, no. At
And
the
we
end
ain't
of
gonna be on this
at
motherfucker
the end of
clapping.
the day, we all lose because we all black. You feel me?
And at
So
the end of the day, that was another nigga that was making it out the hood that's gone. So every opportunity that we get as black men constantly get through down the sewer because of shit like this.
the
We are
street,
worst enemies, you know what I'm saying? You don't see the Puerto Ricans trying to kill the top Puerto Ricans that's the most successful. You don't see the Mexicans trying to kill the head of they corner that's feeding everybody.
no,
You don't see the Africans doing that. You don't see the Cubans doing it. You don't see nobody doing this shit except us.
it's a disease. It's a badass disease, dog.
It's an uncurable disease because we can motherfucking talk about everything that could possibly solve black on black crime, hate and the aggression and the tension that's in black communities, all of this, the black support, all we could talk about all of that shit. But it ain't gonna fix nothing. We gonna do all that talking and niggas gonna go outside and still rob, steal, kill. Because when you do all this philanthropist type talking, at the end of the day, when motherfucker leave from you talking about these things that you trying to put it place in their brain, they still got to go back to the projects, to the block, to the
All
struggle.
that.
Nigga, they situation ain't changed just because you trying to tell them what we need to be motherfucking doing.
It's still survival every day.
Until you can show a nigga that then went outside and made $50,000 cash out the street, how to go find a job that can do that for him without him thinking about looking back to the street. How you gonna convince this nigga to drop that occupation to go work a job for $20 an hour? Nigga not doing that.
Not at all.
So you gotta understand both sides of the fence, man. It's fucked up on both sides, but at the end of the day, it's us. It's
They
us,
gotta
and
realize.
it may
They
never
gotta
get
real
fixed.
us as a whole, man. Us as a whole. I hate that we doing them other folks' job. I don't want to say what I want to say, but you know what I mean. Like
We, we do
we
their
come.
job all the way around because you can have a soul food spot 3, 4 blocks away from you. I can have one. Somebody else we know 3, 4 blocks away can have they shit set up. Somebody else we know 3, 4 blocks away can have they shit set up. So that's 4 soul food spots set up within 12 blocks. You feel what I'm saying? 12 to 16 blocks. So you gotta, you know what I mean? What people gonna do? They gonna come to our shit sometime. When we right in their face all day, every day, they gonna come to our shit sometime. They gonna go to McDonald's, uh, all these places, these commercial places, before they support the mom and pop. And the clothing store. Before they shopping your shit, every time they feel like they need some new clothes, they all up in Nike, all up in Jordan, Gucci. You spending all your money with these folks. But you got somebody that come from where you come from doing the same thing. the product just as good. The clothes and everything, the brand of what they pushing is just as good as Nike and Reebok and all that other shit. But you skipping past them to go fuck with these niggas all the time. That shit isn't better than us, cuz.
Yeah, it is.
Because if it wasn't, McDonald's wouldn't be successful. Mr. Hero wouldn't be successful. Nigga, we keep these motherfucking spots open, man. When you ask your kids what they want to eat and they name fast food, they naming majority of the shit that I'm naming. They want that shit, not the shit you finna cook, man. I want some motherfucking McDonald's, man, some chicken nuggets and shit, fries and shit. Shit, crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, I hope one day, you know what I mean? I ain't saying that everything gonna be peaches and cream, but I wish that some brothers could look at some black brothers and be like, you know what? You ain't my enemy. I can't look at you like I want to kill you. I don't even know you. You feel me? Because these days, a certain stare could turn into gunplay from your own community. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the instinct of seeing another black man, like it's crazy. It's like all this, like all of when you listen to cell therapy, the good and all, you know what I mean? When they were saying the good die young, most of it over bullshit. Nigga, that shit is so true.
There's a
Because the
lot of
good
fucked up
dying
shit.
young right now, right now, you seeing all kind of young black successful brothers that's either successful dogs, whether it's music, uh, producing, like these young kings. I be saluting that shit because in our era we didn't have no social media and all that, so all we
Mhm.
was outside. We was
That's
on
like-
a different
We
type of
even
time.
if we would have had social media in our time,
We probably wouldn't even be
we
on
wouldn't
it.
have been, we wouldn't have looked up to all the shit that's on a fucking computer because we was already outside. We more attached to shit in the physical. We ain't attached to shit about when you cut the power button on.
So
The computer almost dictates a nigga gangster nowadays. When nigga, you dictated how gangster you was by how you was stepping outside. No internet included.
yeah, the like if you don't
Still to
catch
this
us,
day, cuz it's niggas in their 40s and 50s and 60s that was stepping on shit. Stomp down niggas that I'm talking about bodies. You still ain't seeing them trying to get on no goddamn platform and talk about the shit unless they went to jail and knocked out 20, 30 years for somebody.
mm-hmm.
You'll never hear them stories, nigga. You will never hear them stories. But these niggas want you, nigga, they first single just dropped. They already telling you, yeah, I got 9 bodies.
And then the music career don't even take off.
And now you hot because you've been promoting the fact that you've been killing motherfuckers. And now you don't even know they building the case on you.
Yeah, they. Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of it's gonna take a lot of niggas to go sit in that bunk, man, to get their mind right.
That shit's stupid.
You feel me? It's that's what it's gonna take. You know how it go. Them niggas get to missing them, running through them calendars and be like, boy, I was a reality check hit that membrane like, boy, I was doing some dumbass shit out there. Nigga sober as a motherfucker, boy. All that shit, get to think about all that dumbass shit he done did. You know what I mean? Folks ain't fucking with you no more. Your homies, one of your homies sliding up in your baby mama, all of that. Once they go through that process, boy.
This shit is totally out of pocket, man. And we see, like, to get into the BTB Savage update shit, it kind of all align into what we talking about, because with even with this situation, these was people he knew, these was people he was around, these was people he was cool with. So the story he tells on Vlad, yeah, he telling a story, but he ain't telling that story all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because he just make it seem like these was some dudes he ain't know like that wanted to feature. When come to find out, y'all knew each other very well.
That's how it always be.
Which explains the reason why they would implicate and allegedly say the producer is the one that dropped the low and the one that put the wolves on him after the fact. You know what I'm saying? That also lets you know that ain't no love in this game, and you can't trust no motherfucking body. These niggas sitting up like Mike and Scotty, he making beats, he rapping on them. And this the same motherfucker turned you over to the killers, nigga. The nigga you making, you changing your life with. The nigga you changing your life with was the same motherfucker that they saying allegedly put the wolves on. You can't trust no motherfucking body, man.
It's a cold world, man.
Man, you can't trust nobody, man.
It's cold. It's cold, boy. It was
Then
a
they
cold.
saying these niggas possibly put a Apple tag on the nigga car. That's how they got up on him like they did and knew where he was at. The nigga calls his mom and said, like, on some shit like, nigga, I think they trying to set me up type shit. Man, this whole shit is fucked up. Then the nigga that kills him, this nigga 40 years old, you done killed the young nigga. Okay, that was your nigga. He from the squad, he from the clique, he from the gang. So you really kind of basically did what you was supposed to do as far as standing on business for your side. So I can't, when people lose their life, you're gonna have people that critique the person that took it because they was the family member or the whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But
That's
at the end of the
cool.
day,
But in the
at the end of
eyes
the day,
of the
they also gotta
justice,
know when you living in the streets and certain shit happen, just as much as dude lost his life in BTB situation when he tried to rob him. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was sad he lost his life, but he lost his life
for the
trying
wrong
to
man.
rob and take another nigga life. Yeah, I understand the fact that he did. Gang gonna feel like shit. We got to, you know what I mean? That's just what come with the shit as street niggas.
Right. But the thing is, they look at the age difference too. Like, okay, you 40 years old, player. Little buddy, like what, 22?
Some young shit.
You know what I mean? They gonna look at it like, oh, you. In his eyes, he ain't no child, but in the eyes of the justice, they gonna look at it like you killed a 22-year-old kid. You 40 years old. You can't afford to do no. You can't afford to get no 30 piece.
Mm-mm. It's over with. It's
Yeah,
over
it's
with.
over with.
It's over with. It's just fucked up because this whole situation is like this situation right here kind of remind me of like the Mo 3, rest in peace, Mo 3, man. Because Mo 3, Yellow Beezy, and Trap Boy Fred, all these niggas was cool.
That's how all the beefs is.
Then
Folks
they
that
fell
trade.
out, niggas start dying, and you can never really get cool again when niggas die. It's
That's that, that's
once a nigga
majority.
died in the process of these disputes, these confrontations, nigga, ain't no squashing nothing. It turned into a history of beef. And when Roy Lee died, that was already we ain't squashing nothing forever. It's up and it's stuck. Because of life loss.
That's how all these situations go though. I'm talking about from state to state. These niggas was homeboys. My mama know your mama type shit. Soon as one drop on one side, it's over with. Everybody gone.
I'm just, you know what I mean? I understand it sometimes because I'm like that too. I wouldn't give a fuck if I'm into it with 30 niggas, nigga. I'm going outside. We finna see what's going on. Nigga, like, it don't matter how many it is. Even though I know, like, nigga, I need to go get me some niggas. I'm like, nigga, fuck that, cause I'm still gonna step on one of these. One of these niggas still gonna get still like, you know what I'm saying? Just the mentality of a street nigga. So in BTB Savage situation, it's like, why didn't you? Okay, after the situation, they try to rob you. You end up your girl have to stank a nigga. You know what could possibly be coming back. You said it on Vlad, like nigga, it might be up in this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, shit, whoopty wop. I feel like you was supposed to leave Texas for a little bit. You know what I
Man,
mean? Like, nigga, you know what's going on. It's
anytime the enemies know where you located and you know you've been talking sideways about these folks, that's common sense to tell you like I gotta leave because I know when these niggas see me, I ain't gonna play with them and they ain't gonna play with me. It's the streets. Ain't nobody doing no talking no more. That shit been stopped.
ain't none. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
it ain't no
it's just
talking.
all this shit sad. And just like you said, it's gonna be motherfuckers that's mad about BTB Savage getting smoked. So it's never ending.
Never ending.
Regardless if they catch the killer, they gonna smoke one of the other
What
niggas.
what what but the rapper from New Orleans, BG Dare said beef ain't never squashed, it just die down sometime. Shit never squashed once that blood hit that concrete, man. The only thing you can do when the oven is high and the enemies know where you and your folks live, the best thing you could do instead of trying to be tough, if you want to live to see the next day, man, it's time to relocate and move different.
It's just yeah.
You gotta
Definitely
move
gotta move
different.
different. You gotta move different, man. You get money. Niggas gonna take shit a little bit more personal when y'all fall out, all because you just the level of your character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So a nigga, the level of anger and hate a nigga gonna have towards you is gonna skyrocket just because your status. You still get money after this confrontation. I hate that nigga. Nigga, I want to take the money. I want to do. You know how this shit goes. So it's just like it's a whole lot that go with that shit. It's a whole lot behind the shit. If people been following the shit, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother segment. But like niggas need to really definitely be smart. And just because you doing business with niggas, man, don't mean you can trust these niggas. Man, you can't trust the niggas you running with half the time. And in this nigga situation, his beat maker was in house. So nigga, I'm pretty sure you around this nigga every day. You and this nigga playing. Your producer
that's your
around you like,
dog.
huh?
That's your dog.
Yeah. So for this nigga to slime you out about some money, man,
That just shows you what niggas loyalty at. It ain't none.
it's like this nigga had to lose his life, and his moment of losing his life had to be a viral moment over social media platforms and streaming platforms for people to understand like you can't trust everybody, man.
Like if you pay attention to some of these uh big artists, they don't got no damn street engineers. They got white engineers. Motherfucker might be Puerto Rican. They not dealing with no niggas from the streets, man. And they ain't wrong for it either.
And at the end of the day, though,
It's
you can't even
majority,
just count niggas that ain't in the street neither because you can't necessarily trust them niggas neither sometimes.
but that's true. But what I'm saying by that, cause majority of the guys that's from the streets that are rappers, you know, when they first came up, you know, everything was black. You get what I'm saying? Everybody in the whole clique was black. But soon as they leveled up, you know what I mean? They got different people that's not they homeboys that's working for them in the studios. You know, like Young Chop, when he first started off with Chief Key, he built this buzz off with Key. Boom. After that, once niggas blowed up, okay, you already got your name. He started making beats for other artists and created his own lane. He no longer had to do no more beats for Key. You see what I'm
Nah,
saying?
he didn't.
Yeah.
But at the end
Every,
of the day, he didn't have a backdoor key.
no, hell no.
So in this
No, I know what you're
situation, the
saying.
situation kind of different because
Right.
they had the same kind of relationship, but this nigga is allegedly being blamed for taking part in being the reason why this nigga lost his life.
The whole
This nigga
shit
was a
fucked
fucking
up.
slime ball.
The whole shit fucked up, though.
This nigga was a buzzard. You know the buzzers fly around all motherfucking waiting for you to finish off to take your last
Yeah,
breath so they can
savage.
come on down and start eating and shit.
Yeah,
This nigga
yeah.
was a fucking buzzard.
Straight savage. You know what I mean?
And
And
rest
it's
in
just
peace,
a
BTB Savage,
it's
man.
it's, it's just an eye opener for the youth again. Like not meaning to bite our son, but when he say watch out for your circle before they hurt you. I mean, pay attention to your circle. You know, these young cats love to build big entourages. You better pay attention to all these niggas at the same time because you never know how one of them niggas in the clique might be thinking.
And I can't take the word of no nigga that got back arm meat like the lunch lady in elementary school.
No,
I
I feel what
signed,
you're saying. That quote
fuck
is
that dude.
real though. That
Yeah,
quote is real. Like because you know why? Majority of the beefs that go on, it always starts from the small inner circle that used to rock out with each other. Nigga used to sleep on each other's couch and all that type of shit. Do shows together, then next thing you know, as soon as the nigga get his head bust, these niggas done divided and done created their own cliques, and there it is.
it's just the game, man. The hustle don't love nobody, man. Well, we love to hustle. We love to be street niggas. We love to be these. We love to have a street image and all that shit. But at the end of the day, you receive more hate than you ever gonna receive love. Yeah, you got a couple people that love you. You got a lot. You got some people that salute you. But just you got to know, nigga, that
Yeah,
mop bucket full with mostly hate, nigga.
the streets is
It
a
don't matter
dirty
what the
bitch.
fuck you doing.
The
You get
streets a
money,
dirty bitch.
they hating. You get successful, however you get successful, they hating. You fucking all the bitches,
Especially if you
nigga,
flex.
they hating.
Especially if you flex, and you know we this era that's popping out right now. They call it popping their shit. You know, we call it you doing. You know, you flexing. You pulling out this water money. You got all your jewelry on. Like I look at it as an appetite for a robber to come eat you.
I'm from the Midwest though. Flex and get you followed home.
You see what I'm saying? It's real. Nigga ain't
Flex
taking
and
no.
get you followed to the crib. I don't give a fuck what city you in. In the mid, I don't give a fuck what state you in. In the Midwest, flexing will get you followed home. Just know that shit, nigga.
Real shit. It's like
Flexing ain't always a motherfucking good thing, man.
no. It
Just
never
like
has
you,
been.
you know, motherfuckers be trying to hide their money from and they hustle from the police, you supposed to be hiding that shit from the street too. The best you can. When Frank Lucas in the movie, when the nigga started balling, the nigga would sit on the block with fake mustaches and all kind of shit on, sitting in the car just watching how shit going, and nobody knew who the fuck he was at all because he just in the cut off the radar, but he's seeing everything.
I'm talking about these niggas going live every house they go to, they showing 50 balls and 60 balls, and you think them niggas ain't trying to figure out what address you at. Why you in there going live with all that money?
Shit is dumb, girl.
Yeah. You bringing the wrong energy towards your way to me. That's just my opinion. I ain't knocking what nobody do, but then how I look at it, by me being a street nigga and knowing how the wolves operate, because you know back then before the social media popped out, you know niggas used to, you know, they just go hunting and seeing who they can scratch right fast. Not no more. They ain't gotta do it no more. All they gotta do is pay attention to niggas' social media and all of they clicks with all they diamonds. And pay attention. It's all
niggas keep you posted on what the fuck they doing on the regular.
Snapchat and these stories.
They make it easier. These niggas made it easier, man. Trying to get at a nigga is easier now. All you gotta do is watch. That's it.
Yeah, man. This is all what we got for y'all on this Time for That Culture for the Street podcast, man. Y'all tune in to the channel. Ding the like button, subscribe, and hey, don't leave a button trap.
Latch off the dough, man. It's gonna be off the dough every day, multiple times a day. Y'all stay the fuck tuned, cause we finna turn up on you motherfuckers, nigga. Period. Stay tuned in, man. It's activated.
We gone.
Somebody like me. Somebody like me is supposed to have a dream. Since 14 years old, I've been corrupted by these streets. 7 kids, they all gotta eat though, right? I swear I've seen so much pain, it's hard to even sleep at night. This lifestyle just ain't right. I mean, can you blame me? Because at the time I didn't know right. But now with the knowledge, it's my fault if I don't grow. So I choose to grow. I choose to let my community and my people know that every day you choose not to live, you die slow. I'll be that road.